bias, we get called white supremacists or racists, Gabriel told attendees and a few journalists present. He paused before adding, "Let me tell you something. There's nothing racist about a guy called Gabriel Garcia." His supporters nodded their heads or raised their American flags to the sky in agreement. That a Latino could be a white supremacist or a racist was simply unfathomable. 14 months after that press conference, on May 4th, 2023, an Afro-Latino man who had as a boy dreamed of becoming a spy was found guilty of seditious conspiracy for his role in the insurrection. Throughout the years, I had followed Enrique Tarrio's journey as the chairman of the Proud Boys, interviewing him as he became increasingly radicalized and obsessed with the illusion of white power. Even though Enrique would repeatedly deny he was a white supremacist, at times by noting that he was at least 40% Afro-descendant, he had turned into one of the far-right's most ardent spokespersons. Enrique wasn't physically present at the riot, but the jury determined that he had played an even more significant role that day. He was one of the masterminds behind the insurrection. Merely 2 days after Enrique's conviction made national headlines, leaving pundits aghast that a Latino could carry such weight on the far right, 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia made his way to the Allen Premium Outlets, just 30 minutes outside of Dallas. Immediately after stationing his car in the parking lot, Garcia got out and started walking toward people with his AR-15 in hand. From across the parking lot, Beatriz Leon, a Guatemalan woman, and her sister heard Garcia yelling, and then start firing at people, seemingly indiscriminately. Panicked, Beatriz quietly got inside her car, grateful that she had left her 3 young daughters at home. Garcia murdered 8 people and wounded 7 before he was eventually shot and killed by a police officer. After the carnage, Beatriz and her sister were safely escorted from the crime scene. Digging into Garcia's background in the aftermath of his death, the Texas Department of Public Safety quickly learned that he was a neo-Nazi sympathizer and self-described full-blown white supremacist. He had left behind a long trail of social media posts and handwritten notes that painted a picture of a young brown man tormented by his identity, attempting to reconcile his Latino background with his white supremacist ideals. According to the Anti-Defamation League's Center on Extremism, Garcia had once posted a meme that depicted Latino children at a crossroads, faced with the choice to either turn left toward act black or right toward become white supremacist. Garcia had always chosen to turn right. A year after the shooting, Beatriz told me that she still feels traumatized, frightened by loud noises and the darkness of nightfall. She has only been able to go back to the Allen Mall once and doubts she'll ever return. It's too hard. To this day, Beatriz's sister refuses to go out to public spaces where large groups of people gather, like malls or movie theaters. Both women are still terrified. And knowing that the shooter was Latino adds a layer of betrayal. It hurts knowing that we are the same, Beatriz said when I asked how she felt after finding out that the shooter was a white supremacist Latino. How is it possible that you can have so much hate in your heart towards your own people? From Gabriel Garcia to Enrique Tarrio to Mauricio Garcia, it's clear that Latinos, too, can be white supremacists. We can espouse and push principles, systems, and beliefs that uphold racial hierarchies and preserve structural racism. I am convinced that the vast majority of the nearly 64 million Latinos in this country are driven by a desire for social justice.